Imagine you're the king of a powerful kingdom. You have 20,000 soldiers, giant catapults, and enough weapons to destroy an entire city. Then you arrive at a single castle. You expect the battle to end in one day, but instead, weeks turn into months. Your soldiers are hungry, diseases spread through your camp, and the people inside the castle are still alive. How could one building stop an entire army? The answer is much smarter than you think. The first secret wasn't the castle, it was where it was built. Most medieval castles stood on hills, cliffs, or beside rivers. This forced attacking soldiers to climb uphill while carrying heavy armor. Imagine trying to fight after running up a steep hill with a 20-kilogram load. By the time they reached the walls, they were already exhausted. The defenders, meanwhile, had barely moved. Walls that refused to fall. Castle walls weren't just tall. Many were over 10 meters high and several meters thick. Unlike wooden forts, stone castles couldn't simply be burned down. Even giant battering rams struggled to break through. And catapults? Most rocks only damaged the outer surface. Breaking a castle wall could take days or even weeks. The deadly entrance. The gate looked like the weakest part of the castle, but it was actually the most dangerous place to attack. Heavy wooden doors were reinforced with iron. Behind them stood another gate. Above the entrance were small openings called murder holes. As attackers tried to break in, defenders poured rocks, boiling water, hot sand, or other projectiles through these openings. The narrow entrance became a deadly trap. Archers had the advantage. Castle walls had narrow arrow slits. From inside, defenders could see the battlefield clearly. From outside, attackers could barely see the archers. This allowed defenders to fire arrows while staying protected. Every step toward the walls became more dangerous. Some castles also had tall towers that gave defenders an even wider view of the battlefield. Winning without fighting. Surprisingly, many castles weren't conquered by force. Instead, armies surrounded them and waited. This was called a siege. The goal was simple: cut off food, water and supplies until the defenders surrendered. But castle builders expected this. Many castles stored months of food and had wells inside their walls. Some could survive for half a year or even longer. Eventually, it was often the attacking army that ran out of supplies first. Conclusion: castles weren't impossible to conquer, but they were designed to make every attack slow, expensive and dangerous. A small group of defenders could hold off a much larger army for months. That's why medieval castles became some of the greatest military inventions in history. The next time you see an old castle, remember, it wasn't just a home for kings, it was a giant survival machine, built to defeat armies. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more fascinating stories from history.